Hey, what's up, party people? I am back again to basically do another plot analysis, and I got my Trolls Pride shirt on, so this ought to be fun. Obviously, I'm doing this entirely without a script. I originally was going to do a script, but theorizing the ending and everything just wasn't really gonna work out. So instead, I just decided I'm just gonna go ahead and go through the motions. I also have my Instagram profile on my thing here, and I said for video purposes because I was making this. So this is gonna be fun, I guess. Obviously, I'm gonna go through both 2, 3, and 4. I don't really need trailer 1 anymore specifically because of the fact that 2, 3, and 4 could pretty much just easily give me the details for the movie. And I will give credit to others that have their own theories. So that ought to be fun. Okay. Um, firsthand, let's go to trailer 3. I think the start of the movie is obviously going to be Cloud Guy introducing. The reason why is because of the fact that he basically says stuff like this.
Hey everybody, I know what you're.
I hope you can hear all that. I got it at the loudest volume. um, but yeah, he basically makes that fourth wall thingy right there.
Hey everybody, I know what you're all thinking. Your eyes aren't accustomed to viewing this much color and pleasantness.
Woke up.
Well, my friends, that's because you've been watching too many gloomy movies with brooding anti-heroes. Maybe it's time to let a little sunshine into your life.
It's clear he's breaking the fourth wall to talk to us about the story we're about to be introduced to. And then, of course, like everyone pretty much just figured out already, Trolls Just Want to Have Fun is the next one. Because of the fact that even Jaden himself confirmed that this was the opening. So my next guess specifically, because of what we see in trailer 2, is specifically then that we end up meeting the rock trolls. I think this specifically because of the fact that wait, is it trailer 2? Oh wait, no, it's probably 3. Let me see. Oh wait, is that true? Oh wait, yeah, it's here. It's in trailer 2. I mean 3. I'm getting my trailers mixed up. There's too many. Anyway, I think then we would start to meet the rock trolls to get an idea of who the antagonist is. Another thing is I'm gonna get out of the story on my Instagram for a minute, and I'm going to head off to my save thing. I must do this because I got something saved that will help out with figuring out the antagonist's reason as to why. Also, they are a goddess for doing this, by the way. Where is it? Okay, go down a bit. There it is. It's basically this. It says she is tired of rock playing second fiddle to pop's upbeat melodies and catchy hooks, and wants to control all music across the Troll Kingdom. This, to me, basically says, okay, Barb's not wanting to destroy all music. She wants to control all music. And I kind of figured, because I'm like, well, to destroy all music except for rock, it's kind of stupid. But if she wanted revenge on the pop kingdoms, then why in the world is she doing that then why is she doing it to all the other tribes? My main guess is because by getting all the strings, she'll have the power to do so, to inflict the revenge on the pop trolls. Now, why she wants revenge on the pop trolls, that's probably going to be up to the movie to show us as, like, the, like, antagonist thing here. So, I don't know. Obviously, we'll be introduced to the rock trolls, in my direct opinion. Then in my opinion, they will take the techno troll string, which I said in my last plot theory was the very first string that they take because of the footage we see in trailer 1. And obviously from the last trailer, we also see that last time we were here, we also talked that the pop string was the last one to be taken. And in trailer 4, we actually see this guitar with a plug-in, like all guitars use. Oh, great, it went back. Okay, oh, there it is, okay.
Each for a different type of music.
what I like about this is specifically that there's like multiple ways with the strings. If it can pause in the area that I want it to. There it is. Oh crap, it cut away before I did so. There it is. See that right there? That's the jack it needs to be plugged into. It's a plug-in, because all guitars need a plug-in. And knowing that the pop string is obviously going in the middle, my first guess is that the rock string goes first, the techno is second, the classical is third, and then I will get into this, but what I believe is country is fourth, and then funk is fifth, and then pop is sixth. That's my main guess. Especially because, as I said in my Instagram stories, do you notice how the strings are directly connected to other instruments related to that genre? Like in the classical trolls, it's connected to a baton, which is a stick that the conductor uses to conduct a marching band, or even a concert band, or an orchestra, like what classical trolls are. We have never seen the Country Trolls string, but we know from trailer 1 that the Country Trolls string is actually orange. And, so we've pretty much seen every single string that's taken except for 2 of them. We've seen the techno string taken, the pop string taken, the classical string taken, but we have not seen the funk string taken and the country string taken. But it's inevitably going to be taken. That's what we know. But see how this is? With the pop string, it's connected to a harp. And to me, anyway, do you guys notice how there is 6, if it'll work for me, there it is, 6 different dials with the harp. That's why I theorized, I'm like, could the harp be the thing that could be used to make new strings? Hi, Matt. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get that off my computer. It's gonna bother me. Not the entire thing. Okay, there's like 6 dials, and that's why I believe, like, could this harp be the thing that brought back the music, while the guitar destroyed the music? That's my guess. And one of the other things is that in trailer 1, we see that playing the string causes, like, magic or whatever to spawn out. And in trailer 4, we see that in here. Someone else theorized that this is in the map room tomb. I confirmed to them that that was right because of the environment. I told them, look at the environment. It's the right one. And this here is because of the pop string. You saw that heart from my last plot analysis. That ends up going on to them, and that's what creates this light and this sparkle, which is pretty cool in my direct opinion. What else do we have? So after the techno trolls get their string taken, they're obviously gonna get the classical troll string by taking their baton and everything like that. This should be when they find out that there are other trolls, specifically. If I can get to it. It's actually right here, Preston.
Who was that?
The truth is, there are other kinds of trolls.
I wonder, what was, like, Peppy was kind of looking away at first, like this. And that makes me wonder what's going on. Like, what's he looking away from, and what's he telling in secret? Obviously, we know what he's going to tell in secret, but I don't know. But we saw in trailer 2... Oh, wait, that's the international trailer. We saw in trailer 2 that... if I can... Wait, no, it's 3. I'm an idiot. We saw in trailer 3 that there's a creature that's going to carry a scroll. And that scroll will be read at the very beginning right here. If I can get to it.
Rock.
I'm gonna
full screen.
Music.
Jesus, full screen. There we go, this scroll. And because of this is when they find out about the other trolls. And this is where they find out about Cooper. Because, once again, going all the way back to the Instagram, thanks to, and I'm sorry for not crediting earlier, Bella Loves Broppy on Instagram. Bella Loves Broppy also found this, where it's basically saying that the leaders of the Funk Trolls, Queen Essence and King Quincy, share royal duties and preside over the very funky citizens of Vibe City as they search for their long-lost son. Cooper is that long-lost son, and Prince D is Coop's brother, as a lot of people have already guessed already. So, yeah, okay. What are we theorizing next? Okay. They end up, what I think then is that by this, they head out. As we see from this, they end up finding out about everything and saying that that's great and everything. But we also get more detail to the dialogue.
Happy birthday! But the rock trolls, they're...
I'm gonna unite the 6 strings and destroy all music, except for rock!
Hold me down.
My best guess for that is that Peppy didn't finish. And Peppy, my guess was that he was going to say that they're jealous of our nature. Or like they're a specific behavior, like a different type of behavior. And once again, I theorized back then that these hills are basically like on the map.
We have to unite all the
Like this. These are the mountains like that they're going through right now. Like right here, specifically. My guess is with the whole let's go save the world thing, that's when they're taking off to get ready to head out. As we see the balloon pretty much zoom away. And like I said, I theorized earlier that this would take place at night. So my bet, and she still has the robe on, and they still have the supplies. So this is pretty much like early in the day. We see the rations and supplies, and we end up seeing the supplies here again, and then they say, let's go save the world, as in they're starting their adventure. They end up making it to the area, obviously, as we see in trailer 3 specifically, that they end up making it. And they are terrified by it. Because of the fact that, like I said earlier, this is burnt up music on the ground. But thanks to trailer 4, we know that there is one specific classical figure that's left behind. That is Pennywhistle. And Pennywhistle will be the one to tell them about the damage that has come here. And this is where Poppy's I can't believe another queen would use her power for evil would come in. Specifically. But Pennywhistle will end up staying, but what will happen then is afterwards they'll wonder how to get out of it. And that's when the Pinky Promise section will come in.
I will protect you no matter what. I pinky promise.
You can't go back on a pinky promise.
And Pennywhistle is there, so we know she's still here. But Pennywhistle is not there in the other shot, so Pennywhistle ends up staying behind. They'll end up traveling on foot because, like I theorized earlier, the balloon will be gone. And the reason why I think Pennywhistle is the only one that's going to still remain in the classical area is specifically because look at the vehicles they use in trailer 3. That they have cages. And I believe that they're going to take them there because we see because we see all these trolls imprisoned and everything here. I'll have a better picture to basically sum up like here and here. The things I want you to find important are here, 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 and here. I'll show you later. And this. I'll show you why. Just hear me out. I'll always get to the bottom of it. Okay. But because of the cages, I feel like the classical trolls will be taken away. And that's why it's all desolate and abandoned, with only Pennywhistle remaining. And they will end up going through the whole area, the country area. They'll perform their song, as in, like, what we see in trailer 2. If I can make it there. Yeah, here. They'll end up performing their song, and then all of them will get thrown into the prison. The reason why is because we will also go back to Instagram, and we see that Poppy is thrown into the prison, if we can find it. I'll basically try and put, like, interception music. There it is. As that Poppy is thrown into the prison. Oh, thanks, Nicole, for posting this. But, well, obviously other people posted it, but, people saw this too, but Nicole's there too. But Poppy is here. Yeah, Poppy's here, obviously. She's thrown in the cell, and the storyboard art also says so. If I can find the storyboard art. Jaden has been getting us onto the whole thing of, like, pay attention to Trolls Art Tuesday, because then it'll give us story stuff. And because of that, it'll help out with, like, knowing how everything is made. And this is what I mean, is this storyboard art. Is that they're thrown into the prison, obviously. And thanks to trailer 4, we see how Poppy gets out. Oh, I just skipped over it. There it is. And then after that, because of the fact that they pulled off the door and everything, they will end up dragging it. Like we've been theorizing many times now, obviously. And the country trolls will go right after him. When they fall over a specific hill or whatever in trailer 3 and 2, both, when they fall over, they'll end up falling thanks to 4. Seriously, thanks to 4, I know that they'll fall into this area, where they will then make a boat, that same boat, that will lead to these specific scenes. Well, if I can find them. Yeah, these specific scenes, where they're going out on a boat, and it's, once again, nighttime. And because of this scene, I now know that I am most likely right when it comes down to the whole, Poppy breaking the promise somehow, or anything like that, because Biggie feels all sad and worried, and Poppy's feeling all that. And listen,
To get out of here!
that is dubbed footage, which means you don't know what Biggie said in this exact moment. So, yeah, don't trust dub footage. Last time I reacted to this, I thought it wasn't out of something bad that happened, and it was out of, like, Biggie's cowardice, which it's not. It's not, because we know now. Sorry I'm shaking that camera. I'm trying to hold it as I'm doing all this. Obviously Biggie heads out and stuff like that. They end up leaving, and the thing, though, is that this is at night. So as they're going through the evening, they're gonna run into the Jazz Trolls, which you see in trailer 2. And the reason why is because this is evening. Like, you can see that the scene with the Jazz Troll comes in the evening. The very, very evening. If the buffering won't take so long. I'll play it, I guess. Okay, yeah, the evening. Here it is. The evening with the pink sky, and it's still a little bluish. And once again, I will pull up the TV spot too. And once again, in the TV spot, it's at night when they knock out the. It's at night when they knock out the. When they knock out the Jazz Troll. That's how long the hallucinogen took place. It's this one. Yep, it is. Okay. So I am right with that. Okay. It's still a little bit evening-ish. But it's nighttime now when they knock him out. And I swear, though, if Jamie Dornan does not get a single line, I'm suing. But yeah, Hickory's not affected by it, but they're tied up. And Jaden was the one who pointed that out too, so that's now confirmed. So then what I think will happen specifically is that is that they'll make it to the reggae area. The reason why is because Cooper's, like, I kept thinking that it's gonna be like Cooper's gonna get to the Funk Trolls first, and then everything with the Pop Trolls starts to fall back into place for the final finale or whatever. But I actually think that Cooper's journey and, well, actually, no. Yeah, I think Cooper's journey is saying bye with Poppy's okay bye. I'm guessing that it belongs to Cooper when he heads out. And because of this is how, this is, but to me anyway, sorry for my stuttering. Like I said, I'm totally unscripted right now, and I'm trying to get through this by going through the motions. Poppy's journey and Cooper's journey will pretty much be like the exact same. And a lot of people are like, well, what is this scene where Cooper's doing this? It's actually because he's in the desert. Because because a lot of people have been pointing this out on Instagram as well. If I can find it anyway. I mean, there's a lot of, like, I mean, I haven't really seen it, like, on an official post or whatever, but I know that someone put that out there somewhere. So, if I can find it, let me see. Can I find it? I don't think I can find it. I mean, someone did post it. I swear they did, but I don't know if I don't know if I can find it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste time. But there was one picture. If you guys can find it, let me know. But it's basically where Cooper's like crawling through the desert and everything. This is his journey. Sorry, I have to do this. My feet are getting numb. And once again, I can legitimately go back to the map and it'll all make sense. Because in the map, this is where he's at. The sand and everything. And there's a sandy area in the country area as well. I'm going to pull it closer so you can see. Because every time I will go back to this map. Every single time. So he'll go through this and everything. This is where the Funk Trolls are. So he'll technically be going through this area specifically, while our main cast are going down the river all the way to the reggae area. And because of this, think of where the reggae trolls are, at least in concept. Because the K-pop gang are also in this area. And what it is basically they'll find the reggae gang, and Branch will dance with both tribes. He'll dance with the reggae area and the pop area. And the K-pop area. Jaden put out this post, except it's on an ad right now, so let me just turn that around. Jaden put on a TV spot where Branch is dancing with the reggae trolls. And let me show that to you whenever I get there. Yep, here it is. Okay. Let me turn around and stuff like that. And what it is basically he's now seeing that this is a K-pop troll. And he's basically dancing with both tribes. In this, we see him dance with the reggae trolls. And in this trailer, we see him dance with the K-pop trolls. But what I think is like... But my main question is, what is Branch being kidnapped for? We see that this is wrapping paper and everything. So what is he doing? But in trailer 3, I've already pointed out that Poppy ends up getting restrained and captured. And it's in the same environment. And obviously, when I saw the final dance-off here, I kept wondering, like, because of all the stage lights, could this be on the stage at the finale? But it's not because of the plants. And if you cut away, well, at least... Oh, thanks, Ethan, for giving me that. Seriously. Ethan when I posted my trailer 4 reaction, Ethan legitimately said the dab is back. And now I can't unsee it. Anyway, the reggae trolls are actually back there under the light. They're doing this. And even Jaden was like, who's going to win the dance-off? I have no idea, because they're both absolutely great at it. And as we can see from the thing here, there are many other trolls. That's why I think. And the thing that I question so much is a specific scene, where is it? It's a specific scene that, yeah, is it, there it is, this one. I've always questioned this scene, because I'm like, is this a dream, is this a reenaction, or is this a memory? My now guess is this is a memory. The reason why is because I will go back to my Instagram thing, and I will go back to the hearts, well, at least on my thing here. And there was a comment that I posted. If I can find it. I know it's here. Alright. Where is it? That's weird. I can't find it. Okay. I know it's here somewhere, obviously. But, I'll go back to it. But one of the, oh jeez, it's all the way down there. Okay. So, I'll obviously go back to this, and so, I will zoom in, see this? That's why I made this important, is because other people found this out. And, yeah. And going back in, other people had the same theories too. Like, a lot of people have had theories, like Delphi Lily, who is from Iran, and she talks to me a lot. Says there's a theory that they destroy, where is it? Actually, wait, hold on. Let me back it up, because my hands are hurting. Here we go. She thinks that Peppy could actually die in this movie. I'm not really confident that Peppy will die in this movie specifically. However, it could make sense, and because of the fact that we never see him in any of the other trailers. And so, and right here it says, Poppy shares magic with Branch, and he changes clothes and hair color too. And a lot of people have been theorizing that it's a transfer of power too in that specific scene. I'll show you what it is in a minute. And then, yeah. Alright, my hand hurts. Alright. But back in this, that, because of the fact, I basically said, like, they said trance, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Let me see if I can still find it. Like, it's saved somewhere. It's a picture of Rock Poppy specifically. There it is. And I said right here, I'm like, what? You said trance. The scene in Sound of Silence. Oh my god. The reason why I said that is because what they said for this specific scene, let me see if I can zoom up to it. Anyway, up here. Have you noticed that Poppy is Barb's guitar? Yes, I knew that. Everybody knew it. Maybe Poppy realized what was going on. She woke up from a trance. As in, the guitar affected their memories. As in, that's what I think the guitar does. Is it affects their memories. As in, this would be a memory. It's the... Right. And why I think this is also important and why I think it's a memory is because look at this specific moment when we get to it. There's a plant that ends up saying there's like a specific plant. It's like before Penny Whistle comes up in this trailer. Right. Let's see. Here it is. These plants. We know this is from the Pop tribe because we see them everywhere in their Trolls Just Want to Have Fun segment. Here. And we also see them at the area. And plus, if we search up that Trolls scene with Sounds of Silence, now it's going to take me to an ad, of course. But if you go to it and you listen to that scene again, go back to it as a memory, you will obviously end up seeing that that exact plant is in those shots. Also, I don't really need to pull up trailer 2 or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, let me see if I can get to it. It'll be kind of like this. I've seen the plant shape before, and it can be in this exact moment. And this is even the scene that they're mentioning with season 1. And so, yeah, that's what I think, is that it's a full memory. And plus, we know it's in there too. So, as another thing is that as Cooper's going through this area, we see these birds. What are they called? They are called jazz birds, according to other media. So, well, the jazz trolls aren't really the bad guys. We definitely know they're not, great guys, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah. Okay, what else do we specifically have? Okay, mission back on. That whole thing. Also, look at the lighting change. See, the lighting has officially changed. And to me, I feel like if there is going to be an argument between Poppy and Branch, I think it's going to be that it's going to be of the different ideologies. Like, Poppy's going to want to do it more peacefully, and Branch would do it more like a war. And we see stuff like that in many of the trailers. Also, the ending stuff with trailer 4, I must discuss, because this was the hardest stuff I had to talk about. This would have to take place during the transformation. The reason why is because there's a rainbow swirl when Poppy does change. Well, not yet. Here. And to me, anyway, this is supposed to signify something. But something that really confuses me is like that rainbow moment could not take place before this, or not after this, because if you see if you look carefully, she's still in that crown stage. She's not, it's like her headband. Like, she doesn't have that, like, rock style on her hair, on her, like, rock clothing and style anymore. Before that. So, this would have to be when the villain gets defeated. And someone, like, going back to Instagram again, somebody posted the whole, defeating Poppy thing, and the strings were broken. And they were wondering what was up with that. They were like, why would you break the strings? And I gave a very, very, very specific answer that may tell the whole thing. I said, I got the answer. Oh, sorry. I got the answer. It is specifically because... I can't see that. Because of the string... Because with the strings... Okay, that's what it says. Because with the strings, they were proof that there were differences between each of the tribes. Remember, their ancestors made the strings. That could have been a long time ago. An unknown time jump between then and now. Tastes change and differences bring people together because of the fact that those differences combined... How can I do that earlier? Okay. Combined can live together in a unique society of harmony. With the strings destroyed, those differences are also destroyed. Even without the symbolism, the strings together have power. And putting them together, I typed that wrong. Putting them together can destroy all music if they're in the wrong hands. I wonder if that means that I'm right, that our new cast and main cast will create new strings to indicate a new society and a new generation. And I think that is the case, specifically. Because Poppy ends up getting that symbol and everything. Oh yeah, got 9 likes, that's cool. Oh, okay, view replies. And I said, it is specific. I'm going to laugh out loud if I'm right. Because I will laugh out loud. And I said, Walt Dorn even said the main moral of the movie is to accept differences and live in harmony. And there's the URL if you want to go find out. All you have to do, though, is type Walt Dorn and go to Kidspot. Type Kidspot. And you will be able to, like, listen to Walt Dorn's, like read Walt Dorn's speech about this. And so yeah, main theory when I watched the 4th trailer and broke the power and was just figured. But yeah, that goes back to it too. And but the last few moments of this trailer were the hardest to understand, obviously. But like what I think is that the country trolls will have their strings taken, and that's what leads to Hickory helping them out, specifically. And then and that could also be explained why the country trolls aren't as trustworthy of this group, is because of the fact that they could be intruders. And with Hickory helping out and everything, they'll go through it all. And Poppy and Branch and everything, they're not with each other the first time. Well, at least they're not with Biggie, because Biggie left. And Poppy and Branch will end up going through the reggae area on their own. And Poppy will get taken by Barb and put into a cage, as we'll find out in this one moment, if I can still find it. It'll be like farther down, obviously, so... But Poppy has been put in a cage. And a lot of people are like, well, could this be the moment where Poppy ends up becoming a rock troll? And to me, I actually say yes. Is that because rock trolls have a specific personality, and I think there is a trance or whatever that they're under. And because of the fact that they live in harmony, it's like, this is a way of like a jealousy story. So it's like, we're going to do this and all that and make them our tribe because stuff. Or like Poppy or like to prove that Rock is better than Pop or whatever, like Barb's trying to say. I'm trying to find it. I don't know if I can find it. But I know it's here somewhere. So yeah, can I find it? It's here. I've seen it before. But can anybody else find it? Can anybody else find it? It's here somewhere. I know it is. Where is it? I know that this is a small bit of filler and everything, but I don't know. I swear it's here. Ugh. I don't know, but like, there was an image with Poppy up in a cage specifically. See if I can find it. People posted it. I know it. Ooh. Okay. Wait, is that it? No. Dang it. Alright. Yep, I don't think so. Okay, then. Oh well. Regardless, there was an image of Poppy in a cage, specifically. And while she's stuck in that cage, we see like everything going on and stuff like that. I guess they did it out of stories and stuff like that, so I can't find it. Hold on, maybe I won't be able to find it on other channels, but maybe I can find it on a friend's channel. Let's see if I can pull it up on Jaden's channel. Because Jaden's posting stuff like this all the time, so. Come on, Jaden. I hope you have it. It'll do a great service if you do. especially because I've got so much. There it is. Yes. And it's Poppy right there, up in that cage, right here. Stupid thing. Hey, right here. It's really hard to see, obviously, but like, hopefully I can zoom in and everything like that. There she is. She's stuck in that cage. Well, the performance is going on back here, and a lot of people are guessing that this is like Rock Branch or something right there, but I don't know. I actually really don't know, but I'm actually wondering, since there's this electric guitar or whatever, what would that be? Is it powering this storm cloud here? Is it powering the volcano? That's what it looks like. It's like exploding and everything, so that's pretty dark. Another thing, too, is that from trailer 3, obviously, going to trailer 3, trailer 3, not 4, is that in this shot where Barb is about to perform on stage, we see the other 6 and everything like that here. Stupid thing right here in the background. Here, and you can tell because of the curve and everything here, and because think about it, backstage would be right in this area, as we see from trailer 2. If I can pull it up. Oh my god, my camera's gonna be shaking and everything. Yikes. It's gonna be insane. See? And this would be the stage. Back here. And so what I think is that Big E will end up going back to the others, and they'll use fashion to be able to get in and try and save Poppy and save Poppy from it all. I don't know Branch's fate because of the fact that he'll be stuck with the reggae and K-pop trolls, and therefore stuff will be different. But I do know that Biggie will go back to his home area, and he will end up compromising another mission, to which they'll end up getting onto the stage and hopefully rescuing Poppy. But I actually think they don't do that because of this. Because of this. A lot of people are thinking maybe Barb is shooting at Poppy in this specific moment. But I don't know. I'm actually thinking that it's because Barb is shooting at Biggie and the others. Because the only ones who are unaffected, because as we'll see from trailer 4, the only ones that are unaffected by this are Cooper and Prince D. Cooper, Prince D, Barb herself, King Quincy, and Queen Essence. They're the only ones that are unaffected. And plus, I think this is actually... Wait, actually, hold on. What? I actually think that this is going to be Rock Diamond. So, I have no idea. I don't have real clue or whatever. This part was the hardest to understand, like at least in context. We know that this takes place after the transformation, because of the fact that, she has those clothes on. I didn't even know it at first, but she's running. Yeah, fast forward. Full screen. I hate full screen. Well, in the sense of like it'll stop and everything. But they do that, and to me anyway, like everyone's theorizing, this is a sharing of power specifically. And that would actually make sense because throughout the kingdoms there's a king and a queen. Like in the Rock area, it's King Thrash and Queen Barb. And for the Pop Trolls, it's Queen Poppy and an unknown king, which I honestly think could be Branch, because Peppy stepped down as king. In the Funk area, it's, well, not with there's no king and queen with country, because there's a difference. Because the country trolls have a mayor. The Funk Trolls have King Quincy and Queen Essence. And the Classical Trolls, I also don't know that one, especially since the Classical Trolls are different. But through most of them, there's a king and a queen, and there is a kingdom. So, that's a thing. And so, I actually think this is a transformation of power. And this could be the ultimate Broppy moment, as far as everyone's been guessing and theorizing. And so, that should ultimately lead to our big ending. Because from there, we don't know what happens. The only things we can guess are the plot in order. That's all I can do, is that specifically. Because they're not going to show everything in the trailers, but through a lot of the trailers, like pretty much the entire movie could be summed up just in these plot analyses alone. As well as these TV spots. It does help out though. Like, what we'll know... I don't know what they'll do specifically for the ending, but I'll probably be happy with it because they declare this movie the happiest movie yet or whatever, which will be fun to think about, but I don't know. This plot analysis was harder than the others, specifically because one, there was no script, and two, the moments were much more brief and obscure and could be open to interpretation. The only thing I could really do for this plot analysis is put the pieces of each of these trailers together into the full movie in my guessing point. They could do it differently, obviously. Maybe one thing could go first, and then the other, and then what I said could go next. I have no idea, but hopefully I did my best with. Hopefully you are all okay with my guess, because like I said, this is only a guess and this is only a theory. Now a lot of people are probably gonna guess because of moments like this, will Broppy happen? I am confident that it will, but I can't say that it will, just in case there's disappointment. But I am confident that it will. A lot of people have been pointing these out a lot. Like that the Broppy counter went up as soon as this trailer happened. And I even screamed out in some of them. And so, that's about as much as most as I can give. Stuff like Branch, there have been other theories too. Like Primera has actually said that she thinks that Branch will give up the pop string to save Poppy. And while I think that could be a possibility, I'm not entirely confident in it because that sounds something that's like a bit cheesy and PG. I'm okay with cheesy in movies like this, obviously. But I'm not sure that would be how they directly do it. But that's about as much as I can really fully give you guys. I can't be direct and everything with it. But I do have one last thing to say before I end the plot theory. And I won't give an outro specifically because it is legitimately 3:35 and I gotta get college stuff done. And the only reason I did it now, specifically, instead of a little bit later, is because the Instagram pictures that said for video purposes could only be on there for so long. So, the first thing you need to know is that obscuring everything else, the strings, all of them, make up a perfect rainbow. Red for the rock trolls, orange for the country trolls, yellow for the classical trolls, green for... Could there be green for reggae? I don't know. There's no green. Blue for the techno trolls, purple for the funk trolls, and pink for the pop trolls. What I think is Poppy's skin and everything. I'm not saying that in a creepy way. I'm meaning because there's no pink in a rainbow. I'm meaning Poppy herself will represent the pop area. And the rainbow in her hair will represent the 5 other strings. And to me, anyway, this tells me that Poppy most certainly could be keeper of the strings. And the guardian of them, as in them. If she does become the guardian of the strings and the new strings are created, then we all know where they're going to go. The harp. Because, think about that. Anyway, the other thing specifically of why the reggae, jazz, and K-pop trolls don't have strings is because they're independent genres. They're not they're not the top genres. They're not They're newer types of music. Meanwhile, the other ones are foundations of music. There's a foundation of pop and rock and everything like that. But the thing is, like I said in my past plot theory, all 5 of them would actually connect together. Rock does depend on pop. And classical can also be turned into pop. And stuff like that. Meanwhile, these other 3 genres are newer brands of music, as in they're independent on their own. They are tribes. See the differences? The king and queen stuff, like a monarchy with the main trolls, except for like except for the country trolls, because the country trolls have a mayor and then a mayor. Oh, I said mayor. Mayor. There we go. And then the classical trolls, I don't know. If they have a king, sure, I don't know. And then the other three, they're tribes. Like there's a K-pop group, there's a reggae tribe, and stuff like that. That's what I'm meaning. So, hopefully, that was able to get at least as many questions as I possibly can. If you do have questions, I will try and answer them as best as I can. Anyway, that's about as much as I can give. Thank you all so much. Party Planner, out.